And letting Adams, he just missed with the right hand, and Canizales underneath with a shot or two.
I mean, we've seen him now about 3 times actually twirl around in front of Canizales and get away with it.
Canizales, big right hand. Again, that swelling continues to puff under the right eye.
You know what? Adams' movement has pretty much kept Canizales somewhat tamed in this round.
That left jab has been one of the neutralizers for sure. Closing seconds of the 5th round.
Crowd really liked that move by Adams on the ropes.
Digging right hand to the body, might have been just a tad low. Canizales looping left hand. 6 of this world title fight is Orlando Canizales has got a tiger by the tail right now on young Bones Adams, the 18-year-old from Carmi, Illinois. A couple Americans fighting a long way from home here at Evian. Canizales, again, puffiness under the right eye. A slight abrasion in the right eye of Adams. That's the nicks and bumps and bruises so far. How about the game plan so far, Wally Matthews? Any changes that we've seen here now?
Well, I thought that we saw a significant change from Bones Adams in the 4th and 5th rounds, and that is he's moving more, using the jab a bit more, and I really think that he's fighting more relaxed now than he was early in the fight.
Bones also told us that he was trying to set down a little bit more on his punches. Of course, being so much off balance has become very difficult, even though he came with the right hand and digs a combination with the body on Orlando Canizales.
That was an excellent right hand by Adams, which got Canizales' attention, and how I know that is that he was able to follow it with 4 more punches, Sam, and Canizales did not respond.
Canizales, you can see he's now relegated to 1 punch, just as Clarence Adams across the way had said. And Bones is able to throw a couple of combinations at him here. Canizales, again, still trying to stalk, but Adams almost stands and fight with much more regularity now.
Boy, Sam, how big an upset would this be?
Huge.
You're not kidding. I mean, we have a long way to go here, and as far as I'm concerned, Canizales is still slightly ahead, but I can see that Adams is now settling into a fight plan that's working for him.
Again, got a little overzealous, a little impatient. Obviously, that was the adrenaline and the excitement of the fight.
Right, youthful exuberance.
Canizales landed well. Adams actually won the 1st round. On our unofficial card, Canizales came back with strong three rounds, and now all of a sudden Adams has started to get a little bit of control here again.
And all that was a good punch. But after the 3rd round, I thought Bones Adams was on his way out.
Canizales landed a pretty good right hand. Boy, I tell you, that double and triple left jab is a weapon.
And right now, Canizales really has no answer when Bones Adams triples up on that jab.
Adams being warned for a hole behind the head. Canizales, Adams exchange taps of gloves to acknowledge the indiscretion there. Digging right hand by Adams again to the solar plexus of Orlando. Canizales again, boy, what a good 2nd and 3rd round we saw him. Look like Adams, as you pointed out. Now Adams is very much back in this fight.
Absolutely. And in fact, his confidence has grown to the point where now he's kind of throwing lead left hooks, which I'm not sure is really his game. But that shows that he feels a lot more comfortable in there.
Doubling up on that left jab, follows it with a right hand. Canizales punching wildly, slipping a couple of punches there nicely. Good left hook that time by the champion, sends Adams back on his heels as the bell sounds to end round 6. Round 7 from the Casino Royal in Evian, France, as Robert Palmer doing a little housekeeping there as far as the trunks of Bones Adams, and we are underway. Orlando Canizales, a chopping right hand over the top. Does that sound like a weapon you'll be able to use, Bones?
I think that sounds like a very good weapon. You know, I detected a little bit of annoyance in Jeffy Reed's voice. I don't think he's too happy with Canizales at the moment, and he even invoked the name, I'm sure you heard, of Billy Hardy.
Yes.
Which is, you know, pretty much Canizales' best fight in recent days. So it was almost like, you know, do what you did against Hardy. I do not think they're happy with Canizales in the corner.
Canizales, if you're not familiar with the Hardy fight, that was a fight that they fought 12 rounds, and it went on a decision to Canizales. They fought in Sunderland, England. And then about a year later, a little over a year, that was in October of 1991, it was an 8th round knockout by the champion Canizales in his hometown of Laredo on national television. And a big, big fight for Orlando Canizales, and he may be in a bigger fight to try to save his title tonight against Adams.
Well, about 30 seconds ago, Sam, I think Adams landed his best punch of the fight. It was a straight right hand that Canizales ran right into.
Adams again fending off punches by Canizales. Caught the left and the right on the glove there.
And right now, Bones Adams is just outworking Canizales, Sam. Just out hustling and throwing 2 punches for every punch to Orlando. Why do I keep saying Gabby? Every punch that Orlando throws. I'll tell you what, Gabby Canizales is one of the most dangerous punchers I've ever seen.
You know, it brings to point, Gabby Canizales put away Javier Diaz, and Diaz went 10 rounds with Canizales Orlando and 12 rounds with Bones Adams, but it was Gabby Canizales that put away Diaz in the second round, so he did enjoy a very good fight.
Even Clarence Adams, Bones' father, says, you know, we don't mind fighting Orlando, but we will not fight Gabby. And Gabby is not considered as good a fighter, but very, very dangerous with single punches.
But he's now a law enforcement officer down in Laredo, and if you beat him, he'll arrest you, so what the heck?
That's right. Still, don't fight with him.
Adams, again, you can see the confidence in the 18-year-old as Canizales tries to just do a little brawl and gets a right hand in on Adams. Adams on the ropes, a left hand by Canizales. By the way, an update on that eye. It looks like it's not swelling that much more compared to what we saw early in the round.
Right. It really has not gotten any worse.
The abrasion or slight cut or nick under the right eye of Adams, no problem at the moment. So both fighters will not have that kind of problem. To deter from what we see right now is a right hand by Canizales. Backs Adams up, and he tries to hang on to save himself.
And he's looking to the corner. He was looking to his father for advice. Believe it or not, they actually met eyes. I don't know how he could possibly hear, but he just got nailed again.
Canizales.
Here it is, the world's great...
And Adams, like a couple of stalking cats here, as Adams throws the right over the top. Canizales kind of lunging with some punches now to try to set up the big right hand.
Sam, you have to be impressed with the way Adams has fought back every single time he's gotten tagged. And I don't think that many people do that with Canizales.
Canizales throwing a left hand. The wild right hand over the top was caught and fended off well by the elbow. Canizales trying to dig underneath. Jesse Reed trying to use his psychological lift for the champion here just to our right side. We're in the blue corner, far away from the Adams camp. If you feel you're hearing a little bit more from the Canizales corner than you are the Adams, that's the difference. We are completely across the ring from the Adams corner. Canizales over the top right hand. Yep. Canizales almost falling completely through the ropes. Well, Robert Palmer looks like he's on a horse, too. He's having to work hard in this fight, just staying out of the way.
Just to move with these guys who are very, very quick.
Canizales. There you see Adams coming back with a great combination in the left hand. Was followed with a sharp right up the middle on the champion.
And he backed Canizales up with that punch, one of the few times that's happened in this fight.
Had Canizales not been against the ropes, he would have backed up even more, but he was just stationary right on the ropes and not a moving target by any means. There's a big right hand, a left-right combination by Adams. Canizales is normally very dangerous off the ropes with a straight right and a left hook. But Adams is beating him to the punch and won't let him get off with that.
And Adams definitely got his attention with those punches, Sam. In fact, Adams even felt comfortable enough to really dig in with those shots. It was almost as if he knew that he was going to be able to get his punches off and not get hit back.
Canizales and Adams, toe-to-toe, 8th round. Canizales in his 11th title defense. Bones Adams, 18 in his first title shot, even though he is the WBC Continental's America's champion, as he won in 12 rounds over Javier Diaz for the title.
It's amazing, Sam, really, and we haven't even mentioned his age in a couple of rounds, which tells you right there that he's fighting this world champion at pretty close to even terms.
And he's growing up in a hurry. Combination by Adams. He's got Canizales in trouble.
As a youth friend.
Number 9 of this world title fight on the Cedric Kushner Sports Network. Sam Smith along with Wally Matthews from the New York Newsday. And we are seeing the growing up of an 18-year-old against a veteran champion, Orlando Canizales. And now it depends on the heart, the gumption, and the drive, and the grittiness of the champion, Orlando Canizales, to take control from this kid again. Canizales swelling under the right eye. Puffed up badly in the second and third round. Pretty much held in check by Jesse Reed Jr., who's working in the corner. Right-hand combination by Canizales, and right over the top, Kane's Bones Adams will on his own.
But that was Canizales' best punch in a couple of rounds. And again, he backs off Canizales with that left hand.
Canizales lunging. Adams on his toes. Really firing shots to the body that time. And if Canizales has any trouble with the ribs, it's going to be aggravated by those punches. The crowd very much for the youngster, 18-year-old Bones Adams here tonight.
Well, I never thought, Sam, that we would see Bones Adams punching on even terms with Canizales. I did not think there was any way he could win the fight that way.
Canizales, straight left hand. Bones Adams just kind of casually flipping that one off. There you see a combination, and Bones Adams got the best of that one.
Oh, that right uppercut.
Adams really winging some shots, almost like our feature, just